The Peel District School Board is located on the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. Let us be thankful for the natural world, be mindful of the steps we take, and remember to slow down and appreciate all that surrounds us.
It is the 10th anniversary of Take Me Outside Day. To celebrate, we reconnected with Colin Harris, who initiated the organization 9 years ago by running across Canada.
Wonderful. Colin, it is so good to see you again after all these years. It's hard to believe it was almost a decade ago when you were running across the country. I remember you came to Jack Smythe here to our nature center in Caledon, and we certainly followed along for the rest of the run. And I know here in Peel, we have a number of teachers that participate in the Take Me Outside Challenge every single year. Being now that it's been a decade, I just wondered about your thoughts on where things have gone in the last decade with the organization and your cause.
Fond memories. I've spent the last year writing a book that's going to be published in the spring, telling the story of running across the country. And so it's been an interesting ride over the last 9 years now. I guess we're celebrating the 10th year of Take Me Outside Day. But yeah, the run itself was 9 years ago, and the organization has grown, and I think we've really narrowed that focus in a lot of what we do towards outdoor learning. And I think we've seen some real growth in that area. And I think it's organizations and centers like yours that have helped sort of promote outdoor learning and environmental education so much over the years. And it's certainly come to the forefront during the pandemic in the last several months. I don't think I've ever seen so much mainstream media articles and news about kids going outside during school hours. On Wednesday, we'll celebrate Take Me Outside Day, and with the numbers that are coming in, it looks like we will have 200,000 students across the country who will be participating and just again helping to raise awareness for outdoor learning and spending time outside. For years, we just had one day a year where we were trying to bring awareness to outdoor learning. Now we're trying to have teachers grow with that and commit to taking their learning outside once a week. So those are some of the things that we're up to.
We've said for years that outdoor education, what we do has for so long been the yearbook memories or the big splash moment. And when we stop treating outdoor ed like the big splash, but look at it more as rocks skipping on a pond with each immersion leading into the next one, we can go so far with this. So when we bring in other community partners to help out with outdoor and community-based environmental education, when we bring in organizations like yours to help encourage it as well, we are extending the experience. And that's when we truly have a real love of our communities and the outdoors. Kudos to you and everybody else, and certainly all the teachers in Peel and across the country that are taking part in Take Me Outside Day. I have one more question for you: how we can encourage our students that are working from home or our teachers who are working from home to get outside and such as well. I was wondering about your thoughts on that.
So it feels like a complex and nuanced conversation to have, but I think the feedback that I've had from teachers is that they're still committed to trying to get their kids, those who are doing education virtually right now, that they're still finding that the kids do want to go outside, and that they're excited to go outside. Maybe it sounds like a cliche answer, and it's not a tangible strategy, but I think we still, in the context that we're talking about, I think we still have to cut ourselves some slack, B, sort of acknowledge that we're doing the best we can, and C, just keep plugging away at it. But I'm actually curious to maybe turn that question around if I can, and what strategies are you seeing that are working for teachers who are teaching virtually?
I agree with everything you said there. I know within our own school board, we've created some Google websites that are interactive to encourage the teachers who are teaching online to have their students go outside or even just look outside the window using weather and everything else. It has been embraced in our school board, and I know some of the other school boards that I've dealt with locally as well. We've been working on this challenge together. Again, not have it just as a splash, not have a great. We had the outdoor educator do something with us virtually once, but weekly or monthly to have us continue to come in and work with them. Again, those rocks skipping on the pond kind of concept. Because if we can get through
For sure.
this, it's going to continue, and it's a great way to build relationships, to build community. We have families that are meeting each other in parks that they hadn't explored before because we're encouraging the kids to go outside and explore them. They're saying, "Mom, Dad, Ranger Ridley showed us where the ducks are nesting. Come on out after supper and we're going to show you." Or, "Have you ever smelled apple blossoms, Grandpa?" And families are meeting each other, and we are creating a sense of community by encouraging the kids to go outside in their own communities. So we're
Yeah.
sold on it, and there are many teachers out there that are. And the more we can promote it, I think the more often we're going to see it.
There's an interesting conversation that is being forced on us, which I think is actually a really good thing within our field of outdoor and environmental education to address, and that's the equity piece. I think what we often forget is not everyone has a backyard. And so where is that equity piece in outdoor and environmental education? And how are we sort of adapting what we teach and the message that we're trying to provide to those families? We live in a country where there are parks in close proximity to most neighborhoods. There's some sort of green space available. But I think it is sort of this conversation that is starting to merge into our education system. How do we give them those outdoor and environmental education experiences within their own neighborhoods?
You're right. It is a bigger discussion, and one that is happening, and hopefully will continue to happen as well.
For
Colin,
sure.
I really appreciate your time. We'll be participating in Take Me Outside Day as well, and keep up the
Yeah.
great work.
You too, Rob. And I gotta say, it looks like you haven't aged a day in 9 years. You look exactly the same. Well done.
All
Well,
right.
take care, Rob.
Thanks,
Take
Colin.
care.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye.